Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. It's been more than 10 days since I put my last video, and it's been a long time since I put a cricket legend because of the Football World Cup as well. And today I wanted to give one of the finest batting talents that the world of cricket produced, and an absolute lost gem of Indian cricket and world cricket, and someone who was absolutely stylish left-hander, elegant left-hander, who had a backlift and a flourish just like Brian Lara, and someone who could have given Brian Lara a run for his money. Someone who used to play the pull shot, hook shot extremely well. Someone who was excellent against spinners, used to use his feet. I've seen him stepping out and hitting Shane Warne for big shots, and he is the only cricketer in cricket history to score three consecutive test centuries in three innings against three different countries. And he's also the fastest Indian test player to get to 1,000 test runs, which came in only 14 innings. And his first seven test matches, he averaged 113 plus and had four centuries, including two back to back double centuries. He scored his maiden test century, which was 224, converted into a double century in only his third test against England at the famous Wankhede Stadium in Bombay. And in his very next test innings, he scored another double century against Zimbabwe. And in his next test series, he scored two hundreds against Sri Lanka as well. That's what made him the only cricketer to score three test centuries, consecutive test centuries in three innings against three different countries. And he also has the highest test career batting average for an Indian test cricketer, which is 54.2. But unfortunately, his last test, he played when he was only 23. A sad story where a lot of lack of discipline as well, and a lot of early fame, destroying a wonderful career that inspired a lot of youngsters. And he's also the first cricketer to score a one-day international century on his birthday against England, which I saw as a 11-year-old when I cut classes from school to watch his match. And he's also a childhood friend of Sachin Tendulkar. And together with Sachin Tendulkar, the very famous world record breaking partnership of 664 runs in school cricket against St. Xavier's School, where he scored 349 not out when the great Achareka, coach of Sachin Tendulkar, declared the innings. And he also took six wickets in the first innings of St. Xavier's School, a big, huge prodigy. And one thing that I wanted to say was that he scored a test century which was converted into a double century in his only third test. And obviously, Sachin Tendulkar, I hold him in utmost respect, admiration. And I've talked in lengths about Sachin Tendulkar. Even his Legends video, he called him India's emotion. And it's 20 minutes, the longest video, which has 1,600 plus views. But Sachin Tendulkar scored his first double century in 1999 against New Zealand, almost 10 years after his test debut. But the player that I'm talking, the magnificent Vinod Kambli, scored his first double century, which was also his maiden test century in only his third test, which shows his big match temperament, and someone who didn't bow down to the occasion. But sadly, he only played 17 test matches for India. Obviously, I am talking about Vinod Kambli. He was born 18 January 1972, and he's from the town of Ratnagiri in Bombay. And his full name was Vinod Ganpat Kambli. And in all, he only played 17 test matches for India, and he scored 1,084 runs at an average of 54.2, and had four test centuries, of which it was two double centuries, which was back-to-back double centuries against England at Wankhede Stadium, and then against Zimbabwe next innings. And in one-day internationals, he played 104 matches for India, and he scored 2,477 runs with two centuries as well. Sad story. I mean, he was an extremely stylish batsman with a backlift, and really magnificent elegance he had in his batting, the way he used to pull, hook the ball, and drives, very wonderful drives he used to play, just like Brian Lara, backlift, huge flourish style. And also was excellent against spinners, like I said before. I've seen him stepping out to Shane Warne and playing big shots. And it's just sad that he couldn't uh, fulfill or come up to his full potential because of a lot of reasons, including his own lack of discipline and a lot of early fame getting destroying his career. He also played for Boland in South Africa, where actually I have a friend who played for Boland, the provincial team in South Africa. And everyone will remember him crying in the 96 World Cup semi-final against Sri Lanka at 120 for 8 after India lost all the wickets after Tendulkar. And he cried, and he also accused Indian team of match fixing. Not everyone, and 99% sure it was a match fixed match in my opinion, because if you watch the highlights, you'll see four Indian players purposefully throwing their wickets away. I don't know how many people trusted him then. And he has been battling with a lot of health issues, couldn't walk. He was in the hospital, but thankfully he's still there. A lot of financial problems, but a lot of people have helped him, including Tendulkar. And I wish him more future life, and I wish that he can still play a big role in Indian cricket in some capacity. He definitely inspired me as a youngster growing up, watching his style, his elegance, and his absolute class. And he definitely inspired a lot of young generation in India. And he was raw emotion at that time, just like Sachin Tendulkar, his childhood friend. And a lot of things that he did in cricket that was very excellent. I mean, like the only cricketer to score three Test centuries in three consecutive innings against three different countries. The first player to score a century in one day international on his birthday. The fastest Indian cricketer to score 1,000 Test runs in only 14 innings. Then also scoring four Test centuries in just seven Test matches, including two back-to-back double centuries. A lot of things that he did excellent, and averaging 113 after seven Test matches. And he was just fabulous, and also obviously being the having the highest Test career batting average of 54 for an Indian cricketer, and still unfortunately playing his last Test match when he was only 23 years of age. I wish him good luck with his health. And like I said, I hope he can still play a big role in Indian cricket in some capacity and inspire generations to come. And I just want to say thank you so much to Vinod Kambli for all the inspiration and for all the entertainment he provided growing up as a youngster. Watching you was an absolute inspiration. And even though you only played 17 Test matches, you will always be regarded as one of the finest batting talents the world of cricket produced, and definitely one of the biggest losses of Indian cricket and world cricket. But like I said, an absolute lost gem for Indian cricket and world cricket. Thank you everyone for watching my videos. Please continue to support me, and please relive some moments of Vinod Kambli. You can check on Google or YouTube, and you can see his innings, and you can see his style, elegance, the flourish, the black lift he had, and you will understand why I said that he could have given a run for Brian Lara's money. Brian Lara was special, but Vinod Kambli and Brian Lara together would have made such an absolute combination, two left-handers. Anyway, thank you everyone. Take care. May God bless you.